Hey y'all, what's up? Jamithatsme here. Welcome back to my channel. Okay, if you're a new subscriber or a long-time subscriber, then hey, bitch. And if you're not a new subscriber or a long-time subscriber, then you already know what to do. Go ahead and hit that subscription button. So let's get into Real Housewives of Atlanta. So we see that Cynthia is headed to go do some yoga class with her sister Mal. I just want to highlight the fact that Mal don't want to get her some hips and ass, honey, period. Okay, I don't know if she's been working out in the gym, she's been eating good or whatever, but Mal looks good at the end of the day, honey. So the ladies are in the yoga spot, and then next thing you know, Miss Kenya decides that she's going to arrive, and she really looks a bit off, in my opinion. She looks like she's stressed out about something. I'm not sure if it has anything to do with Mark or her daughter or something else, but she just seems a bit bothered for some reason, or maybe she didn't want to film that day. I'm not sure. So once she gets there, you know, the ladies are starting to do their yoga poses and everything. And Cynthia lets her know, like, girl, I'm stressed out. And Kenya's like, girl, why you stressed out? She's like, girl, I'm stressed out because of this wedding, you know? And then Mal said, since she's not going to tell it, let me tell it, honey, okay? So we went to go see the wedding venue, right? Well, when we go to the wedding venue, you know, they start speaking on, like, the restrictions and everything as it pertains to COVID. And then we get on the subject about the wedding. And long story short, Cynthia over here, like, she don't know which one she wants to choose, whether her man or the wedding venue, because she wants to have this big, grand wedding or whatever, honey. But COVID is just really not going to let that happen right about now. So yeah, that's where we at with that. And when Kenya hears this information, she's highly pressed by it, and she's like, girl, you done sat up here and drilled 10-10 and 20-20 in everybody's head, and then now you want to tell me that you want to skirt, okay? You want to back up and you want to change that? You're rethinking that? That makes absolutely no sense at all. And Kenya's just feeling like, girl, so you want this big old production. You want your wedding to be a big old show. Just say that's what it is. That's the reason why you're not sold on that date no more. To where if you can't have it on that day, you're willing to change it because that's what you want to have, is a big old wedding, a big show, whatever. And here goes, Cynthia's trying to defend herself and say, no, it's not about a show. And Kenya's like, girl, it is about a show. And then Cynthia's like, no, girl, let me break the fourth wall all the way down, girl. It ain't got nothing to do with a show. But then Kenya continued to talk and really wouldn't allow Cynthia to get a word in or whatever. And when Cynthia was able to finally talk, she says, I hear what y'all are saying. Okay, I just need to hit up my man and let him know that I am here for you. You're what I want. I want to marry you. And even if I got to go out to the sidewalk to do it, that's what we're going to do. Period. I agree with Kenya and what Kenya had to say. I do believe that Cynthia wants this big old grand wedding. I do think that she wants it to be a show. Period. She wants her wedding to be a show, and if the show can actually go out and film it, she wants that as well. So I definitely believe that Kenya's whole idea of, not Kenya, but Cynthia's whole idea of being in limbo about this overall situation is because she definitely wants everything to be a show or filmed on the show. But you know, let Miss Cynthia tell it, honey, that ain't what it is. But anyway, Kenya went ahead and let Cynthia know, like, girl, we was in a bad place last year, honey, and I'm not willing to go back to that same place. Okay, I almost ruined your engagement, honey. I was talking about your wine business, girl. It's a few things that I was out here doing to you that really was not friend-like. And moving forward, I don't want to be that person, so we not gonna go there. Okay. So Candy and Kenya link up. They go get them some good food, honey. Sit down and have some girl talk. So Kenya tells Candy, like, girl, let me tell you what's going on with your homegirl Cynthia over here. Now, you know how Cynthia was talking all that SHI about how she wanted this big old grand wedding and she wanted it on 10-10-20? Well, girl, you know, with everything that's going on over here, honey, in the United States, she is deciding or thinking about changing the date to something else, girl. That's where we at. And Candy's like, are you serious? She was like, girl, I'm dead serious. She was like, girl, I'm shocked, honey. And the reason why I'm shocked is because she got married for less than last time. Okay, she was completely broke and still married a broke man. I'm confused. Okay, now she got a little coin, and you mean to tell me it's a bit shaky for her? Girl, that's not making any sense to me, honey. They're gonna have to get it together. Kenya was like, girl, that's the same thing that I said, but listen, you know, I almost ruined her proposal last year, and you know that because clearly you was yelling at me about doing that or whatever. But listen, I want to kind of like do something different for her this year, you know what I'm saying, to make up for that time. So I want to do like an engagement party or whatever. And what I want to do is, like, I kind of want you to like host it and send out the invitations or whatever. You think you can do that? And Candy said, girl, you want me to do what? So you think ain't nobody gonna show up if you do it? And Kenya was like, girl, no, I don't even think that at all. I don't think, no, I don't think it's because of that. But I just think that it'll be better if you did it because I want to feel like I wasn't connected to it or whatever. And I'm like, girl, stop. I'm with Candy all day. That's what it is. You know, a lot of times when you want to do something or put something out there, people will support it as long as it's not you. Hello? Okay? They'll like a post as long as it's not yours. Okay? They'll support whatever, as long as it's not you. And Kenya, unfortunately, that is where you are, honey. You are at a place where people will rock out with a party all day long as it's not yours. So I completely understand it, girl. Yeah, it was my idea. I'm doing all the work, but I use Candy to be the front person, period. Okay, as long as it gets done, it gets done. So Candy said, well, girl, you know, I'll do it. That's fine. You know what I'm saying? I'll do it, but you got to tell me who all going to be there. Okay, so is Marlo invited? She was like, girl, Marlo is not my friend, but I get it. You know, that's Cynthia's friend. So if Cynthia is cool with it, girl, that's fine. You can go ahead and invite her. Well, what about Portia? Can Portia come? Girl, I mean, I guess, but have you talked to Portia lately? Like, how is she? How is she doing? Have you talked to the girl? Like, what's going on with that? I know she was out there protesting. Like, is she done protesting? What's up with that? And Candy's like, girl, why do you even say it like that, honey? Why you gotta say it like all that? Well, I'm just saying she probably put herself out there in harm's way, girl. She the one out there without no mask on. I'm just saying, girl, if you're gonna be out there, you're gonna be protesting, the least you can do is protect yourself, honey. Okay? Because you got all these other people that's around you and you're gonna be affecting them too, girl. Come on now. Y'all out here protesting and we in a whole pandemic going on, girl. I guess. So then they bring up Toya. And then Kenya had to let Candy know, girl, you know, I had invited Toya over to my house, girl. She gonna give me some shots and we had got drunk or whatever like that. But you know, girl, I can't be out there testing on waters like that, honey. I am still a married woman out here in these streets. And then Candy said, girl, let me know if I need to send you some candy coated nights or something like that, girl. Let me know, honey. So they over there laughing, and then production is asking Kenya about the whole thing she got with Toya, and Kenya over there laughing, and Candy's over here like, honey, I wouldn't be jealous or anything. That ain't got nothing to do with me, honey. Just let me know when I need to send y'all some products to promote, period. So Drew and her hubby are getting ready for their therapy session. Okay, they got the mama at the house, the grandmama at the house, getting ready to help out with the kids or whatever. They're gonna be out in the backyard so they can have this session. Now, what we learned is that they've had sessions in the past. They've had a few sessions, but Drew would not go off and do the homework that needs to be done, so they end up having to repeat this cycle every time. So here they are. The therapist arrives, they all head to the back of the house. The therapist asks them about their goals, like what are 3 of their goals for their relationship. Drew says transparency, genuine love for her 9-year-old. She said more peace and less anger. Okay, so she gave about 4 things. When the therapist asked her about her son, she speaks on her son, saying, you know, he has love for the son. However, he can be very tough on him or whatnot. He's showing him how to be a man, but it's also the affection that has to go along with that. You also got to love on him. Her 9-year-old is very sensitive. So she just wants to make sure that he doesn't feel any different than how Ralph treats his biological children. If you're going to give them love and love on them, you need to love on my child in the same fashion. Because mind you, you came into his life when he was such a itty bitty baby. I think he probably was like 3 or something like that, 3 or 4. So he was like very young. And you were really great with him. So let's keep that going. Now that you got your own kids, that's cool, that's cute, that's good, you know, but make sure you're loving on the child that came with me. All right. So I understand where she's coming from. I don't know the interaction between Ralph and the child because we haven't seen that and probably won't see that, you know, but that's her experience as a mom. And if she wants to see him love on her more, I hope that he was love on her child more, that I hope that he was able to hear her loud and clear with that. She also speaks on transparency and how she just really wants him to be open and honest about his whereabouts, pretty much. And then the therapist asked him, like, honey boo, what's going on with you? What are your goals as far as the relationship? What's your goals in the marriage? Ralph said respect and sex, period. He's talking about he need to get sex at least a minimum of 3 days a week, and he feels like he's being very conservative when he says that. He said respect for him means like don't make him feel like he's less than a man. So the therapist wanted to dive more into that. He says that Drew tries to handle him the way that she saw her mom handle her dad. And Drew was like, I disagree. Like, that is so not true. That's not even the case. And as she's talking, he feels as though she's about to cry. He's hearing how she's talking. He's seeing her face. And so he puts his arm on her shoulder. And she's like, what was that? She was like, that wasn't even right. Like, that wasn't even pretty much genuine. Like, what are you doing? He was like, I just thought that you were about to cry. I just thought that you were about to cry. And I'm like, but the whole time you look like you want to laugh. What the fuck is that? So then the therapist was like, okay, I see you a boy, okay? I see you got some boy tendencies in you, sir, and I just really want to get down to some of the issues that you have. So let's go back into your childhood, okay? Who hurt you? Who was somebody? Because it seemed like a few of them hurt you, but give me one person that hurt you, sir. He says that he grew up in a single family household or whatever like that. His dad left his mom, and he felt as though he needed to be the man of the house. And I'm like, did you feel that, or did your mom make you feel that? Did you take on that role because that was something you wanted to do, or did your mom make you feel like that was something you had to do? Did she tell you to step into that role? I wonder what made him think that was the best thing for him to do at the young age that he was at. Then he says that his mom wasn't an affectionate mom or anything. He said he did a lot of things around the house, took care of a lot of stuff around the house when he was going into his senior year or whatever. And he felt as though his mom did not appreciate him. And once he felt like his mom didn't appreciate him, he told her one day, like, girl, if you're not going to appreciate me, I'm going to go ahead and move out. I'm going to go live with my daddy. And so that's what he did. He moved out, lived with his dad, and shortly after that, his mom ended up getting evicted out of the home. So they were homeless for some time. Once she got evicted, they were homeless. She lost things. That was in the moment that she told her son she was sorry. What all she was sorry for, I don't know, but that's what he said. And so the therapist tries to explain to him, like, that's what he does. So like when he leaves the house, when it comes down to you, it's because he has some issues with being appreciated. And Drew is just like, girl, and that's what I'm saying, okay? He's putting me through some stuff that his mama, okay? His mom has put him through. And I don't like that. I don't like that because I'm not your fucking mama. Okay, I'm not the person that put you through that. Okay, so she gets emotional, she starts crying or whatever. He tries to hug on her and love on her and say that he's sorry and that's not something that he means to do or whatever. But I find it so funny that he would tell her, oh, she tries to handle me how she saw her mom handle her dad, but you out here handling her how you handled your mama. Make it make sense. I'm a bit confused. And another thing I would say, for him to walk out and feel like he feel unappreciated or whatever, that's why I want to know whose decision was it for you to step up in that role? And also with the whole term of being unappreciated, did something else happen to you younger in your childhood that made you feel unappreciated, and you probably made the decision to step up to be there for your mom, thinking that she would appreciate you a bit more? I wonder what that's about, because it's heavily showing up now in your life with your wife. You leave the house quite a few times because you feel unappreciated, because you feel like you're doing the most. Well, once again, this is something that you're doing to yourself. This is just my opinion, because you won't even allow her to be in on just buying y'all damn house, knowing what's going on, knowing what's this, knowing what's that. You take on those responsibilities because that's what you want to do, not because that's what she said you gotta do. That's something you chose to do. And then when you feel like a person is not appreciative of it, you get mad and you want to run off and you want to storm off. You created some of this for your damn self. Okay, so hopefully they can figure that out. Okay, y'all let me know y'all thoughts below about that situation. Now, I also want to point out this. When she was up there crying and stuff, and he trying to act like he fake, like he consoling her, Drew said, I don't even feel like that was genuine. I said, hello, I'm with you on that, girl. It does not feel genuine at all, because the nigga was just sitting up there grinning like he think it's funny. And she was like, I mean, he's apologized so much that I'm just like, it's whatever. And I'm like, yeah, and you've cried so much that he feels like it's whatever. And it's sad. Like, I don't know what y'all need, girl. Is this the right therapist? You sure y'all need to be outside for this therapy? Whew, girl, I don't know. Maybe I need to be outside, because all the other ones was probably inside, which is the reason why it didn't work. So maybe this lady have to work. It's too much to think about. Anyway, we're going to move on. Okay. Cynthia receives a call from Portia's sister Lauren talking about the surprise party she wants to do for Lauren. She was like, girl, can Kenya come? And she was like, oh, girl, you know, I don't really rock with Kenya like that. I don't really want her to mess up no event or whatever. But you are my favorite housewife. And girl, I trust you. So I guess she could come. You could bring your +1, honey. I guess it's going to be okay. So then she calls Candy. She's like, hey, girl, hey, listen, you know, I'm doing this private special surprise party for Miss Portia, honey. And I want you to come through, girl. I want you to come through, have a good time, whatever. Next thing you know, you hear Marlo in the background like, hey, Lauren, girl, am I invited too? And she was like, oh, girl, sure, you want to come? She was like, yeah, the kid said I got my other homegirl over here named Toya. Can she come? And then Lauren was like, I mean, I guess she can come. I mean, y'all cool or whatever like that. So, I mean, I don't know her. You know, I don't know her enough to mess up no party. So, she can come along too. It's all good. So then Cynthia gives Kenya a call, tells Kenya, like, girl, thank you for the talk. Me and my man had a good talk, whatever. We good, okay? But I got an invite from Miss Lauren to do this surprise thing for Portia and all the endeavors and things that she's been working on. And then Kenya said, oh, girl, is that what we doing, honey? I wish I could just throw a party for all of this that I've done. And I'm like, Kenya, you can. You can. You can. Go and do one, okay? So Kenya was like, but girl, you know, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna show up for you, and I'm probably gonna be there a little briefly, but I'm gonna go, and it's gonna be what it's gonna be, honey. Okay, then. I'll see you later. All right, then, girl. Bye. We see Drew and Ralph back at the house. They're getting ready to head out to, I believe, South Carolina. It is. He learned that his father had a heart attack and ended up dying, which is very sad. So now they have to go up there. He's trying to be as strong as he can be. You can tell that Ralph is a person that does not like to show his emotion at all, which once again, something happened in his childhood. I feel like it's more than just like a person or somebody that's done something to him. I know his mom was very unaffectionate, but something else must have happened. She probably was one of those parents that would beat their kids and then tell them not to cry. Okay, and I just don't believe in that, whether it's a girl or a boy. Like, I just don't believe in whooping your child and then telling them to shut up and tell them not to cry. That's just me. If you're gonna cry though, just go on over there and cry. Don't be crying, yelling, hollering in my damn face. Go over there and have a seat, okay, and get out whatever it is that you need to get out. So obviously he probably was raised like that, to where he feels like he has to bottle things in. Like, this is your dad. And I was so glad that Drew told him, like, babe, you know, if you want to cry, you can cry. And I'm like, yes, like, if you need to mourn your father, okay? That's your dad, okay? Mourn him if you need to. And I just like that she was there for him in that moment. He said that it's giving him a different perspective on life, and that he needs to start loving her for who she is and what she does or whatever, and go, and they need to fix this thing and move forward. And I'm just like, it's sad to hear and to see that it took your father to pass away for you to want to love your wife in the fashion that she needs to be loved. So if that's what you do, I guess. I mean, I will say a lot of times when people pass away, a lot of people come to a different realization. It hits so different because you could be gone at any moment. You know what I'm saying? But living day to day, nobody remembers that. It always takes somebody to pass for people to think about it. And then within 2 weeks, they back to who the hell they were. But good luck. Portia and Tanya link up, okay? They link up, and they go link up with Mr. Marlo, honey. They out there hanging out, having a good old time. But what Miss Portia does not know is the girls is back planning something for her, and Tanya is in on everything. So when they link up with Marlo, Marlo wants to know about Portia Luther King and how everything is going with Dennis. And Portia's like, girl, we are not together, honey. I am not with that man, but you know, out of the strength of our daughter, I'm gonna be cordial. We're gonna have a great co-parenting life and everything. Girl, this man be up here giving me co-parenting gifts and all of that. Girl, he done sent me a few Chanels just about every day, honey. But he know I'm not gonna take them, because he know I ain't trying to be in that place with him, and I don't want to mislead him. But girl, he be writing little messages on there talking about, I bet you can't wear this in jail, and thank you for being who you are to my daughter. You know, like little slick messages, but I'm not gonna turn them down. Girl, what you think this is? Girl, I am Portia Williams. Okay, girl, what the I look like turning down to Chanel? Honey, no. Pay me for my pain and pay me for my time, and you could say the bullshit, because everything is mine. From the house in West Palm to the yacht in Belize, you could keep the sad face. My nigga, give me them keys, period. And that's what I do. That's how I am, and I don't really care what else is going on, honey. Now you see Kenya at the house, honey. She over there getting it down cute, trying to get cute. She all excited and stuff. You know, Cynthia gave her a call, FaceTime her, like, girl, what's going on, honey? How are you? She's like, girl, I'm good. Listen, let me tell you, you know, when Kobe ended up happening and I could not get anything for baby Pilar, well, I couldn't give her her gift, but I already had it. You know, I'm glad I had went ahead and got her something. So I'm going to bring it tonight to the event. And then Cynthia said, that's cute, but you ain't coming. She's like, girl, what you talking about? Girl, well, listen, I just got a call from Lauren, honey. Lauren told me that, girl, this ain't it. She don't want you coming in running amok at Miss P event, girl. She said she just can't take you, and this ain't what it is. And Kenya said, like hell. So she reached back to the production, like, did y'all know anything about this? Did y'all know? So you didn't fire your, you ain't, oh, okay then. I just want to check and see. Okay then, okay, bet. But I bet you one thing, y'all gonna be paying for my hair and y'all gonna pay for my makeup, okay? That's on P. That's on P. And she was like, I'm done, honey. She got up, she called Candy, she got off the phone with Cynthia. She said she gonna give her gift to Cynthia to give to Portia. Called Candy, she was like, girl, listen, I need you to do me a favor. And Candy was like, girl, what you want? Because you asked me for a whole lot of favors today, honey. Well, girl, I just want to ask and tell you or see, you know what I'm saying, if you could just go ahead and tell the girls about the surprise event on next week. I mean, yeah, girl, I'll tell them that's cool. Okay, great, because I'm not coming. What you mean you're not coming, honey? Girl, my invite got rescinded. Okay, girl, rescinded, and it was a complete insult. Like, I just think that was so rude. rude, okay? So nasty and so rude, honey, for her to just rescind my invitation like that. So I won't be there. But you know, you're gonna have to tell me how it was or whatever, because like I said, again, I won't be there, honey. But I am gonna send my cute little gift by way of Cynthia, you know, and I don't even know why they're even doing this fakery of a party anyway. And then, you know, Kenya started being real mad. And I'm just like, Kenya is hurt. You could look at her eyes and tell that she's hurt. Even though she was talking shade about Portia, I think she was trying to go there with good intentions because she had a gift for Pilar. But they did run it back and show us times when Kenya turned somebody else's party and made it all about her. Okay, so yeah, and I just like what Candy said. Candy was just like, well, girl, I mean, if you feel so strongly that it's fake and you know you don't really believe in what all she's out here doing and really protesting and stuff, then girl, why would you want to go to her house and support something like that? Like that don't make sense. Okay, so I was with Candy when she was saying that. In a sense, it's like, girl, Kenya, let them do what they're going to do. Let it be what it's going to be. You already don't believe in whatever Portia got going on. So why be connected to it? It is what it is, honey. So Cynthia pulled up to Portia's house. You see all the decorations. Everything looks nice, okay? Lauren is in the back. Cynthia meets her in the back, gives her a gift. She's like, oh, this is cute. She was like, this for Pilar. She's like, oh, thank you, girl. She's like, no, girl, don't thank me. You need to thank Kenya. Yeah, the person that you did not invite to the event. Yeah, her. She's like, oh, girl, was she mad? She mad at me, girl. She was pissed off. Okay? She was definitely feeling a kind of way, okay? I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it with you, honey. I'm gonna be very clear about it. That's just what it was. So she may be on your ass. Give her about an episode or two, okay? I'm just letting you know, I'm giving you a heads up, honey, okay? Period. So then you see Candy come in. They sit down, her and Cynthia, and you know, they talked about how, you know, they briefly talked to Kenya and how Kenya just was not happy about not being able to come to the event. Next thing you know, Miss Toya showed up, Miss Fallon showed up, Miss Cute Little Joy showed up. Joy happens to be Portia's friend. They had the camera on her a few times, so I don't know if we're gonna see more of Joy as the season goes on. So Miss Fallon sat down, she got her little flip-flops on, honey. She said, girl, I was not gonna be wearing no heels coming to a backyard, okay? No, ma'am, my heels are too expensive to get mud on them. We won't be doing that, okay? I don't rock dirt, honey. I don't. So that's not what I'm going to do. I'm going to wear the flip-flops, period. And so she started talking about her husband and talking about her kids. And between the both of them, they have 8 kids. And then she said her husband was 86. Miss Toya said, oh, okay, I figured he would be. She was like, girl, how you figure that? She said, because you the type of girl that'll date an older man. And bitch, what are you? This is funny, but later on, I'm gonna think about this shit and I'm gonna give you the side eye. The fuck? Okay. So Miss Toya just blurts whatever she wanna blurt out her mouth. And here go Candy's talking about some Toya is Kenya 2.0. And I'm like, girl, she worse than Kenya. I don't think Kenya was really like that. I don't think Kenya really just blurted out shade. I think Kenya had the shade for you had you come for her, in a sense, okay? That's when her stuff got real raunchy and dirty. But Miss Toya just lets it fly and thinks about it later, honey. That's just what that is. So Lauren calls Tanya. Tanya pulls up with Portia. Portia is surprised. She don't even know why. Portia over here like, why y'all celebrate me? What is this for, girl? Why are we even doing this? And they just want to let her know, girl, you've been working hard. You've been out here doing your thing, this, that, whatever. And we just wanted to show you love. And Portia appreciated it. She cried. She got emotional. You know, they went to the backyard. They had some small talk. Portia got up and did a speech, you know, pretty good speech, you know, about fighting for your rights, honey. And that's on P. And that was really it, for real, of what all happened in the episode. But I definitely wanted to highlight how beautiful I thought Candy was at the at Portia's event. I love the afro puffs. I love the makeup, love the black lipstick. Like, that makeup was flawless. I was like, yes, come on for the natural beat. Candy looked good, okay? She came ready to fight the power. Do you hear what it is that I say? Okay, but that's it. That's all that really happened. That's all I got for this episode, Real Housewives of ATL, episode 4. I want you guys to leave your thoughts and your comments about the episode as well as this review. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share my videos, and I'm going to catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.